So asbestos was used very widely in all public and commercial buildings, including schools, from the 1950s until the 1990s in this country for fireproofing and insulation. It's thought that any school built before 2000 could contain some asbestos within the school buildings, particularly system-built schools in the 1960s and 70s that some people know as prefab buildings as well, and unfortunately asbestos is a carcinogenic material and can cause mesothelioma, which is a fatal cancer. And because there's no known safe exposure level, it is extremely dangerous to be around asbestos if it's removed or disturbed or in an unsafe condition. And people think that because children are very little and very young and their lungs are still developing, and that there's this long latency period between breathing in the asbestos and developing an asbestos related condition, that children could be particularly susceptible to breathing in asbestos. And that's what makes the asbestos in schools issue so important for everybody, because most of us have all been to school and a lot of us have children who are in school at the moment, and we want to make sure that they're properly protected and that asbestos is properly managed. It's thought that maybe 70 to 75% of schools could contain asbestos in this country, and part of the reason why some campaigners think it's still there is cost, because the cost of removing asbestos properly and safely with approved contractors is incredibly expensive, and would cost the country and the government many millions of pounds. The official Department of Education and Health and Safety executive advice is that anyone who runs or manages a school, be it a local authority, or head teacher or group of trustees, should make sure that they do a proper review of the asbestos in their building, that they risk assess it, that if it's safe and in good condition, that they manage and contain it and let others know it exists, and that if it's unsafe, they should get specialist contractors to review, have a look at it and remove it if necessary, and that certainly if any building or renovation works are going on in that school, then asbestos should be considered and specialist contractors should be used to do that renovation work and make sure that there's no contamination in the school from any asbestos which could be removed or disturbed.